So don't question me about my thing, just do your thing and be cool. Cause I know exactly whose I am, don't worry about it, homie, do you. Cause I've been rapping for a minute now. Used to walk around dead, but I'm living now. I'm just being myself, and evidently people gon' hate when you coming with a different sound. So don't question me about my thing, just do your thing and be cool. Cause I know exactly whose I am, don't worry about it, homie, do you. Cause I've been rapping for a minute now. Used to walk around dead, but I'm living now. I'm just being myself, and evidently people gon' hate.
What's up, my tokers, jokers, and smokers? I'm back. Yo, what up? It's Chef Rodney. I'm here with my man, Trog, all the way from the land down under. Trog, what's up, bro? Welcome to the show today.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, yo, I heard the name because I was walking around. It was Monroe Street Fair here in Michigan. My boy Charlie throws that down every year, doing a hell of a job. A little bit of the artwork here in the background. And I saw that, and I'm like, yo, who does that? He's like, yo, my man Trog. I'm like, wait, what? What's his name? And I was like, wait, what's his name? And he's like, my man Trog. And then he showed me some of your work, and I was like, this is amazing. And then I reached out to you, and I'm like, dude, I got to ask you where this comes from. And you sent me this dude, The Art of Trog Deadlines book. Y'all, if you love stoner era, like stoner art, like, you know, weed art, it's amazing. Honestly, I think this is transcendent above art, but I got to ask, man, where did you come up with, like, the idea of the little alien guys?
They're just eyeball men. So it's there's eyeball men in underground comics from the moment I got into them. So my eyeball man evolved into how I wanted them to be, and just since about 1999 I've been drawing that guy, and just he slowly changes every few. You don't notice it, but every few years you look back and go, oh, he's changed a little bit, but that's just how he is.
You can see a few renditions and differences, like the red guys here in the background for the Monroe Street Fair, and then you had the green ones. So there's like different like characteristics and like different genres of these little alien people.
Yeah, it was just different drawing stuff in different times. So you may draw it, and then 2 years later you're drawing in a different poster and it's slightly changed. It just evolves, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of evolving, man, I'm looking at the dates on these. I'm looking at, you know, some were this year, some were last year, some are 2017, 19. You've done a lot, especially here in the United States.
That book, so this one here, that's,
yep.
I think this was chosen from a 10-year period.
Okay.
So I think what's 2000, so it come out in 2021. So
yep.
10 years back, 2021, it had to start in 2011.
I think it's the earliest one in here is 2015.
No, there's one before that.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 2011. So where's the high times?
But it's insane because it's like you flip through here, and no matter who you are, like you're gonna see something that's familiar, whether you smoke weed or not, you know. And it's funny because a few of these caught my eye. Like there's a few celebrities in here that shall remain nameless unless we bring them up. But you know, without knowing, you know, who these people are, they're recognizable in other facets of life. You've heard about them. Who's the most famous? Who's the most famous? Oh yeah,
that's a 2012 poster.
Oh, okay.
But it was actually drawn in 2011. So
for like the next year's edition of print.
Yeah, so so that book's like a 10-year period, so it has to be from that year to that year. I think we've done like 130 posters. There was probably 200. I think it was like 290 posters that I had done in that period to choose from.
I could do a bong toke for each one of these pages and just get lost, dude. Seriously, like who's the most famous person you've ever done artwork for or met having done your art?
I've worked on a project with Ernie. He designed the Rolling Stones logo. So
that's legit.
He's probably he's the biggest known person who I have met through my artwork. And I've known him. We've bounced stuff back and forth for years. So, I mean, he art directed Bloody Sabbath cover, Led Zeppelin, The Who, Died a List. He's an amazing artist, the stuff he's done. So art-wise, he's probably the biggest band. I've done poster for Sly and the Family Stone, but it was just the Family Stone for that was like an induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It never got used, the poster, but I've done it.
Still sweet to have done that though.
Yeah, to do it, I got to speak to Papa J, who's that's who I was speaking to, and he's telling me about how he sold his house to what's his name, dude. His house he sold it to a dude from the Grateful Dead, and he was telling me stories about that. And
that's pretty cool.
I mean, they're like the biggest. Sly and the Family Stone, they're the most sampled band in history or something. So, I mean, that's massive. So that was more of a cool thing for my mum and dad. Like my mum and dad knew who they were.
Speaking of mom and dad, like, do your parents know about doing this? Or, like, how do they feel?
Yeah, they know about it because I was doing comics since like 1999. They, all my comics are always stoner stuff, but it's just neither my mum or dad smoke weed, so
fair enough.
You know, I suppose it was a different career for me to go down.
I feel that.
Well, I suppose they don't get it. You know, a lot of stuff they get, a lot of stuff they don't get. I mean, now I got like bong companies and stuff, and that's just who I am. But it's normal. Like, but you got to understand, I'm an Australian. It's a black market out here.
Yeah, I was actually just about to ask, how green is Australia? Because everybody that I know from Australia, not to like throw you all under the bus, but all y'all smoke weed, and so it's like, and I know a few people, and it's just like, all right, how come? Wait, all right, I gotta know. So like, how green is Australia?
Well, we don't have one dispensary in the country, so it's pretty backwards, right? Yeah. I mean, to try and make a career doing this internationally in a country where it's illegal, it's being a bit difficult from time to time.
Yeah, but that's like the avant-garde right there, man. That shit's legendary. You're breaking glass ceilings, my man. You know what I mean? Like, it's good stuff, y'all. Like, seriously, like when I said it before, like I could take a bong rip and just look at this. You know, it's a great table piece, man. It's a good conversation. Like, you look at that, they're gonna be like, "Yo, let me see it." That's I love it, man. I love it. And like, right as soon as I opened, I saw the TROG glass, and I was like, "Oh no, I spent more of my allowance on this." That's legit. So, what made you go from just drawing, you know what I'm saying, and doing the logos and stuff to the glass work?
I've always wanted to do glass. I've had other glass companies use some of my artwork over the time, and they've released stuff and put my artwork on it. But I always wanted to have my own one. And then just the partners that I've got in it now, they understand what I want and they are doing it correctly. So it's going really good.
It looks fucking great. Real talk, like it looks fucking like, and I'm a very pedantic individual. I'm very, picky. That's just me, that's just by nature, man. And like, I gotta say, with each line and each brushstroke, dude, the color choices from this and in the glass that I've seen, like, it's not even a joke, y'all. If people want this, artoftrog.com, go get you a copy. Seriously.
Yeah, we got them on there, man. Yeah.
Seriously, go get you a copy. Like, if you don't sell out tomorrow, it's gonna be a goddamn shame. Let me tell you that. But it's super legit, man. And that's the thing. Like, I love Trog Glass. There it is. You guys hit him up, Art of Trog on Instagram. Dude, you're doing some great shit with like very limited like resources in your area. You know what I mean? Like, the art's one thing, but like you said, you're having to send it overseas to make a difference and to make a living and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Like, you're selling art around there and that's cool, but like, you're having to reach far here, especially in America. Just from looking at this book, I saw a lot of American places, a lot of Michigan places, things like that. So sending it far, like, how long did it take you to finally start seeing like, this is what I want to do, and what made you certain?
I wanted to do it before I saw anything. Like, I remember telling people, I'm gonna be a famous weed artist. Everyone just fucking laughed at me. But it's like, no, that's what I want to do. That's if I'm gonna draw band stuff, I want to work with bands who are like weed bands, and I want to do posters for weed events. And I work shitty jobs, in life leading to that and drawing comics, and now a lot of that stuff is being released from me sitting on a couch drawing and sketching stuff, and it's ended up in posters and around the world, where I wasn't looking for anyone to tell me that I can do it. It's just like that's what I was going to do regardless. So it just happened to actually work, I suppose. Yeah.
I mean, listen, I felt that way about so many things in my life. Like, I like Bourdain's idea of Anthony Bourdain's idea of renting things. He didn't really want to own. He was a renter because he knew, listen, I know me later on down in life, I'm gonna change my mind. That's how it's gonna happen. That's how I am. Yeah. I live that too, man. Like, I like being stuck in certain areas, but I just sometimes can't make decisions, and I'm just flabbergasted when shit works out. You know what I mean? I can say this though, like, Australia is definitely a place I want to check out, but y'all got to do something about fucking your weed laws there, man. I can't fly in without my medication. I'm telling you, I mean, I know I can get it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's different. It's backwards. That's all.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It just goes a different way in the toilet. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. But let me ask you this: like, at what age, though? Not to incriminate you, though, but it's a common, question I ask, especially people overseas. A lot of friends in the UK too. What age did you first try cannabis?
I think when I was like 12 or 13. So I'm 45 this year. So it was a while ago.
Just a little basic math there for everybody, just real quick. That's quite a fucking while. Yeah. No, I feel that.
I remember I had it with my friends who lived next door. His older brother had some. We went up and smoked that. And it worked, I suppose.
It worked. I just kept working. It just kept working. I love that, man. I love that. I remember my dad caught me, when I was younger, and he ended up smoking it and just the whole thing one go. And I just looked at him. We're both. I know he's ripped. Don't lie to me. That was some good shit. And he was like, "It's dirt." And I'm like, "Fuck, you smoking on then?" Like, I shared with you, and he's like, "No, you're lucky. You're not grounded." So I guess we had different lucks in life, but. So growing up in Australia, how was there a DARE program at all? Like here in America, we had DARE. Did you guys have something that was like in schools they taught you that drugs are bad and shit?
Nah, no one taught me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know what you're talking about. We didn't have any of that.
Yeah. Like I'm just curious because it's kind of not fair. Like, I guess it's good that you're trying to teach kids off hard drugs and oh, that's great, cool, right, all right. But some of y'all motherfuckers need to smoke weed. like that's the truth. I actually, real talk, real quick, and before we go on something else. But I was playing Xbox, last night with some family in Tennessee, and they just moved up to Washington State, which is the opposite side of the United States. And, he's 17. He's like, "Hey, man, my back's hurting me." I was like, "Yo, go smoke some weed." Not even thinking that I'm talking to a 17-year-old. You know what I mean? I was like, whatever. He's my cousin. No big deal. His dad heard me and was like, "Don't tell my son that." I was like, I wasn't saying it like that. I was like, I was just, I fucking forgot how old he was. My bad. I was like, I'm baked right now. He's on Xbox. I was talking shit, sure. And he's like, "No, don't tell him to do it because he'll fucking do it and smoke all my weed." And I was like, "Oh, I thought you were actually mad." I was like, "Oh, you'll be fine." You know what I mean? So hopefully he gets his back taken care of. But I mean, I don't see an issue with kids smoking weed, honestly, to tell you the truth. They're not, it's not going to hurt them.
Yeah,
it's. I would rather put a kid on CBD than Adderall. That's what I'm saying. That right there is any takeaway from that. That is my final point. I would rather see teenage kids on CBD and something that's non-psychoactive that's helping with everything versus something that's 2 molecules from cocaine. That's is what it is. I mean, they're gonna figure out what craft beer is later, so you might as well just fucking deal with that. But dude, Trog, my man, it keeps you busy though. The artwork keeps you busy, don't it?
Yeah. I'm generally booked out. Always got stuff going on.
Always in demand.
Yeah, I've just finished design for a company in Spain.
Nice.
A couple of days ago, and then I'm starting a new one for Captain Ed's, which is the oldest bong shop in America. I'm starting an anniversary piece for them. And then when I finished that, I think there's like I did some logos for some weed strains out of a like a farm out in Washington. And then,
Right on.
Then I want to do another comic, and I got some jigsaws coming, and want to start another coloring book. And it pretty much doesn't stop, man. So.
Yeah, no, that's just every single bro. Listen, my point here is this: for some users that and people, that viewers that watch this, all three of you, hi y'all, they need that push, that entrepreneurial, like, yo, you can do it, but at the same time, don't think that you're going to take the easy route because it's nonstop work. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You're always punched in. You never clock out. But like that just shows the passion. And dude, I was going to point that out in your artwork. You can see the passion. You can see the emotion. You can see the imagination being used. But that's just me. That's just the way that I look at things. I overanalyze all the time. Thank you, hypersensitivity. But with you, man, I can hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, yo, this art though, that's my thing. Like, that's pretty cool, man. Like, you what's the family life like? Like, you got a couple kids. Like, how are you? Like, how's things around the artwork look? How does that kind of encompass in your life? Like, you and the artwork, how does that work?
I mean, it's different with kids now. Like, I've got a son. He's 8 years old, and then I have a daughter. She's almost 3.
Which one's the artist?
They can both draw. Like, they can both draw little monsters. And I've got a whiteboard that I put all my work on, like, what's due and what's coming up. And my son draws monsters on that, and I got to rub them off and tell him off for writing on there. But it's
before you take a picture of it, you go, that was actually
pretty yeah. But it's different. I mean, when years ago, when I'm sitting on the couch just getting stoned, drawing and stuff, it's a lot different than now. It's more like I'm drawing, but it's work. Still, I've got bills to pay. I've got a life. I've got other people to look after as well. So it's like job after job after job. But it's and then I might take a break from working. I might not do any t-shirt designs for a while. I might sit down and draw a canvas for myself, or I might draw a coloring book for myself or something. So I might take a break from working, but I'm still working. I'm just doing the stuff where no one's paying me. I'm doing it for my own self.
That also includes office work. Let me point this out. So us, small business people, we have our offices at home and then at the office and wherever. You have to keep your shit organized. Me, I was doing a lot of video and media stuff, and it was not happy. Okay, I had to actually call my brother-in-law to have him come help me through this shit, because hardware, I got you all day. Software, that's where shit gets fucky. Okay, I could take apart a computer. I know it's that's not an issue. It's the software going along with that's just a fucking nightmare. So luckily he helped your boy out. Everything's working properly. We're good to go. But mise en place is the term that we use in the kitchen. That means everything in its place. If everything is not set up, then you're gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? You have to set up for success. And dude, the continuation of you with project around that kind of home life definitely would add up to a very consistent income. And it just means you're doing it right. So it's got to feel right.
Yeah. I mean, I like working from having studios at home. Like, I don't like going out. I mean, I don't like socializing or anything. I'd rather just do my own thing. I've always been like that. So, I like just doing my own thing and drawing.
But now you're known around the world, dog.
Hey?
Like, now you're known. You might not like going out, but everybody around the world knows you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that feels good.
Yeah.
That feels good. I mean, it feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's good, for sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that stuff, like a lot in
humble
America.
He is.
It's UK, I've done a bunch of stuff there. Spain, Italy. Italy was a cool one. But yeah, it is good. Like, it's always good now if I get to do a poster for a weed event in a country I've never drawn one for. Like, for me, that's a big thing. Like, I'm doing a poster for this country and I've never done it. So that's exciting for me. It's
Right.
like I collect that kind of shit. Yeah.
No, I know you say that you really don't like to go out, but we go on vacation from time to time, you know. Now, would you consider these other places that you've done like vacationable at all? You're like, all right, yo, I did something in Lansing, Michigan. Like, I got to go visit that place now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was always planning to come to Michigan. I spoke to Charlie about that for years, to come out to Hash Bash.
Oh, we'd love to have you. Do it when it's warm, though.
I can't get into America at the moment. I don't know how it is now, but I got refused entry years ago. So I have to look into how I can get back in.
It's easier than you think. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
I mean, usually if there's a problem, you just make a phone call, you know, and they can handle that stuff pretty quick. Now, I say that because I just had to deal with some of that too. So I feel you. It's not the same, but I get it. You know, America knows no different. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. With everything going on, like it's awkward, like with travel and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not going to fly anywhere soon, but there's a lot of places. I've got friends in Perth. I've got friends that moved north of Perth. I don't know what that means. They didn't tell me a city. They're just like, yo, I live north of Perth. And I was like, that's cool.
They're on Western Australia. So they're the other side of the Australia.
Where are you at?
I'm in Melbourne. So, yeah, like down on the coast.
Yep, I got my friend Pat's there. Yeah, or excuse me, Luke, not Pat. Hey, look at that. But no, yeah, I have a bunch of people there, man. Like, I definitely want to check it out because I think that, dude, kangaroos are fucking wild, and it's just common for you. You're just like, dude, it's a roo. It's no big deal. I was like, that's cool. It is a fucking huge deal because I've never seen one. You know what I mean? You ever like? Do they? Is it true that they punch?
I think I've never seen them. I've seen it on video, yeah, like if you're out in the bush. But that's not where there's no kangaroos around here, right? Yeah.
Okay, drop bears aren't real either, too.
No,
right?
they're make believe, man.
Okay, fucking, they almost got me too. They would have let me believe it the whole time had I not asked somebody. They're like, yeah, no, you're gonna get attacked by a drop bear. I'm a fucking asshole. See, this is why. No, I smoke too much weed. I get gullible. It is what it is. But no, man. www.artoftrog.com, y'all. Seriously, go check them out. Go pick up Deadlines, this book. Here's the thing. You're going to take a bong toke or, you know, dab or whatever have you and blaze through this book, and you're going to find yourself picking it up over and over again. No bullshit, dude. Seriously. Like, look, I've already worn down the corners. You know when you say, like, this has seen some action, man. Like, it's good shit. I say that in like the best connotation ever. Seriously, like thank you for sending this to me. Seriously.
That's good.
Fucking sweet. Trog, my man. Where do you see yourself doing the art though in like 5 years? You see it bigger? You see it the same? Like where do you want it? Where's comfortable?
Where I mean, I will still want to be doing the same art.
Okay.
I don't really want to evolve away from like the career that I have. So I think I still want to be doing posters for events. Like I want to be doing that for the rest of my career. And
so that part's consistent automatically.
That's when I'm 80 years old, I still want to be doing poster events.
Fucking legendary.
At that stage, I might be doing like one a year, but I still want to be doing that. I want to be doing canvases, like big canvases. I want the TROG glass just to go off and let everyone who works on that just help build it. And, you know, I want that to be everywhere. So just smoking accessories everywhere. I want to be collaborating with glass artists and doing signature lines for other people. You know, I want to be doing what I'm doing, but just doing everything bigger.
Oh, for sure.
I want more comics. I want more coloring books. But I don't want to evolve away from what it is.
Because I feel like that would take away from it for sure.
That ruins it. Like,
yeah.
It gets to the point where you know I don't want to be doing shit which is going to ruin it. I'd rather just yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. I just want to be doing it, but just be doing more of it. Yeah. I mean,
I dig it. Like that's the see, that sounds like such a simple question, and people are like, I get that outside all the time. But I look at that from an entrepreneurial aspect, and I draw a little bit of inspiration from that. I look at it like, okay, you want to, increase to the point where everything's comfortable, so you can, kind of move in and out fluid. But at the same time, you don't want to overwhelm yourself, because if you do that, it dilutes the entire thing at the same. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Like, that's what people in the United States don't understand, and that's why it's such an important question, especially for us. We're taught in the capitalistic society, just real briefly, to buy low and sell high. So you come up with an amazing idea, then sell it off. Nah, man, if that's really your passion, you're going to see that shit to the end. You know what I mean? And that's my point here. Homie was like, yo, in 5 years, I'm going to do it till I'm 80. That's my point. Like, he's already set up where he wants to be. It's that comfortable. You're hitting cruise control now, baby. You got the kid to worry, your kids to worry about. You got the old lady. No. We're going to cruise this shit. And dude, seriously, I think you got it. I can hear it. I want to see more TROG. I know that's fucking weird to hear, and it's definitely weird to say, but I want to see some more fucking TROG. Like, this shit is like, you're going to be on the billboard soon, homie. Bet. You're going to pop up on it. Someone's going to be like, I need you to design this billboard in Michigan. You're like, that fucker. And you're going to be like, do you know him? I'm like, yeah. And I'm not going to, but seriously, if this popped up in a fucking, a billboard here in Michigan, I would stop and take a picture of, like, homie, you thought of me when you did this, didn't you? Thank you. Cool. That's it. That's the conversation. But that's my man, like, dude, you're the thunder from down under, my man. I got to ask a couple quick questions, if you don't mind, then we're going to get out of here real quick.
Yeah.
Question number one. I've always wanted to ask an Australian, but each time I talk to one of you fuckers, love you all, I keep forgetting. What do you think about the movies Crocodile Dundee 1 and 2? Are they garbage? What is it? I know it's a satire,
no, I mean,
but
they
I
were
wanted.
Cool. So I seen them when I was a kid. Like, he came out with this big fucking knife, and you're like, no, it's this classic movie.
That's a knife.
I remember going and seeing them. It's not like that out here, but
no.
If you're in where those movies are made, it probably is like that. But I'm in a city, so it's not the same. But I mean, they were cool. Legit.
We'll have to go watch a football game sometime, if you don't mind. Like, if I'm over there and there's a game going on, well, I definitely have to go watch one. Because I've played football with people from Europe and from Australia, like here in MSU. Dude, it's completely different than what you would think. Like, the punt, it's just insane. I didn't think that something like that could go that high in the air with my foot. Are you fucking kidding me? Blew my mind. Second question that I've always wanted to ask an Australian. Boomerangs.
Yeah.
How fucking... They're used for hunting. Like, it's going to come back. Like, why would you throw that?
I've never thrown them. I know what you're talking about. I've seen them.
Yeah.
I've never thrown one. I think they can throw them and catch them, but I'd be like, and it would just fucking take off.
Knowing my luck, I'd be in, like, the park in Sydney and just get, thumped in the side of the head. Just done. It's like a golf ball at a golf course. Nope. That's where he's at. Unconscious in Australia. No, man, I appreciate you coming on. Seriously, like, I love seeing stuff like this pop up kind of underground in other countries and making its way, like, through the barriers, the glass ceilings, man, breaking the glass ceilings. That's what it's all about. You're doing your passion, and that's what drives you, man. So if you had any advice for anyone, watching this right now, whether they're cannabis users or not, what would you tell them and why?
Say that again.
If you had any advice for anybody watching right now, what would you tell them and why?
Any advice?
Yeah.
Like, what about what they're doing, or
just anything in life? That's the best part of it. It's just a very open-ended question.
It's your life. Like, don't listen to anyone. It's at the end of the day, it's what you choose to do. So, fuck, if you want to do something, you're the only person stopping yourself from doing it. Just go make it happen. Like, just have fun.
I fucking love that. Seriously. Like, I just learned that as the last few years of my life is really when it's kind of actually like, oh, holy shit, that trust the process. trust the process a little bit. You know, like, not everything has rigid edges like we're led to believe sometimes. Dude, I feel that, seriously. And again, thank you for coming on, man. Like, it was a pleasure having you. Like, I want to see more Trog. Now that I've seen it, I'm kind of obsessed with it. I wish you did posters, but
I got posters and books
man.
and that. I'll send you a package out to check out. You can chuck one. You can put one on that wall there. See that wall?
Oh hell yeah! Like right here. That's what I was thinking. Because it would fit though. Like if I got a nice frame for around it, throw it up there. Hell yeah, it would fit. Hell yeah, it would fit. And I ain't even mad about taking down the lion. That was done at like a couple's painting that I didn't even show up to. I got yelled at because I couldn't go because I had to work. My bad. But it is what it is. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hang in my office, and I do like it. It's really good. She's a really good artist. Love her to death. But Trog, my man, dude, seriously, thank you again for coming on the show. Yeah, you guys go check him out. artedtrog.com. Look him up on Instagram at TrogGlass. My man, seriously, thank you again for coming on. And dude, like, keep doing what you're doing because I want to see more of it.
Thank you very much, man.
Absolutely. All right, guys, this has been the Daily Chronicles. You know what it is. We'll see you guys, my tokers, jokers, and smokers. We will see you in the next episode. Peace, y'all.
All right.